Hey, what's up guys, and welcome to the Ice Gaming Upstate New York Fivem server. Just wanted to start the video by saying thank you guys so much for joining our community and joining our server, and I can't wait to see you in the world. And if you haven't joined the server yet, feel free to join the Discord. I'm going to put the link in the bio. As soon as you join the server, it's going to come up to this screen here. You're not going to have any characters yet, so obviously you're just going to click on one of your empty slots, probably be the top one, and you're just going to go ahead and create the character. And you're going to go ahead and put in your name. I'm just going to make a random name here, Chad Smith. Nationality, if I go ahead and hit U, it'll go down to the U's, and I can go to United States. Gender, we're going to be male. And birthday, let's go ahead and do, let's say 95. You're going to go ahead and create that character. It's going to ask you where you want to start. So this is going to be your very first apartment. So let's just go ahead and stick with the default here, Integrity Way. Confirm that. And it's going to go ahead and throw us into our apartment building here. And now we're in the character creation screen. So what we can do is go ahead and go through and decide who our mother is going to look like. And then switch this over to father. Cycle through the fathers. So you can blend between the father and the mother. And then you can also do skin tone blending if there are different skin tones. What I recommend now is go ahead and go to the jacket/top first. Go ahead and find something in here that you like. I think we're just going to go ahead and stick with this nice easy hoodie, and then we're going to do the undershirt. And then now you can see the arms are clipping just a little bit through that hoodie, so we're going to go ahead and cycle through some arms until we get ones that don't clip. And these ones look good. This is just arm one. Next we got vests. That's really only going to be for officers or fire department stuff, so you don't really have to worry about that if you're going to be a civilian. Then we got decals. So these are mostly just kind of add-on stuff for different departments, so you got a lot of patches and stuff. It's also mostly for police department, fire department. You guys probably don't have to worry about that too much. We have neck accessories. Do have some holsters and whatnot in there, but we also have ties and necklaces. See if we can give Chad a little bit of bling here. Kind of like that very first one. Right there. Now it's gold. Got some gold bling going. We can configure our pants. I think that's probably good. Nice baggy pants for Chad. And then we got the shoes. And by the way, at the top of the screen here, you can actually go between the full character, just the face, the upper torso, and the shoes and pants. So we're going to go ahead and go to the shoes and pants. And we can cycle through these. I think these are actually pretty good. These are just little runners. I don't think I need any texture or anything for those. I think that's fine. Let's go back to the full character. And then up here you can go over to features. This is going to be just your character's facial features mostly. Take a look at the face. Do the eye color. And then I'm not really going to mess with any of this stuff here, but you can. It definitely does affect your player's facial structure though. So just kind of keep in mind as you're going down what each of these things is doing to you. I'm going to go down here to aging and hair. I'm not going to age Chad. Chad's a little bit young, but we are going to give him a little bit of hair. See if we can get some Chad hair going. And it's A and D on the keyboard to rotate left and right, just so you guys know. I think that might be pretty good for the Chad hair. And then we can give him some eyebrows, and texture just changes the color on these. And we can also give him just a little bit of facial hair. And we're not going to do any makeup for Chad today. But now we can go over to accessories. We're not going to run any masks. You could if you want. I don't really see the point of masks on your beginning character though. But you can always go to the clothing store and buy any of these items again. Hats. I don't think I'm going to give Chad any hats. Although it is currently wintertime in the server. Nah, I'll just buy one later on. I don't think we'll give... Yeah, actually, we'll give Chad some sunglasses. And try to give him a watch here. Unfortunately, they are going to be clipping through the sweatshirt, so let's just go ahead and never mind that. And now we're done. So we're done creating our character. We got Chad Smith here. Looks like a burnt out rocker. So before you click confirm down here at the bottom, I highly recommend you do save outfit. Just name it whatever you want. I'm going to go ahead and name this one just casual. Confirm. And then now you can actually confirm your character. And it's going to just bring you into your character right in your apartment. So a couple things inside your apartment that you should know about. First of all, if you turn right here, go to your bedroom. In this tote here, you'll see that thing over to the left. You can press E, open stash. So you can actually put a little bit of items in here, stuff that you want to keep in your apartment, maybe firearms or, I don't know, maybe illegal contraband, anything that you just don't want to carry all day long, you know what I mean? You can also go over to the wardrobe here, and you can change your outfit. And this will just do any outfits that you have selected. And again, A and D to rotate the camera. So we only have the casual outfit saved so far. So that's the only outfit that we can change into. Let's just cancel out of that. We have a pretty nice pre-furnished apartment building here. At least I would say it's pretty nice. You can also go, if you have multiple characters, you can go to this dish here, and you can see right here, E to log out of character, and that'll just bring you back to that very first screen there where you can select a different character to spawn in. If you have any visitors, when they ring the doorbell, you can go ahead and do this, open door, and it'll let them in. So it'll let them come into your apartment and visit. To leave the apartment, you're also going to go to that door, and you're just going to go ahead and click leave apartment. And if you were visiting somebody else, you could see here, you can also ring the doorbell, and you can also enter the apartment. If your mouse doesn't show up immediately when these menus pop up, just press left alt, and then your mouse will pop up for you. And what you're going to want to do is go ahead and open your phone. We'll run you through all the stuff on the phone here. We will cover vehicles in a little bit once we buy our first vehicle. But first you have mail. So what this has is any invoices that you get or bills or anything like that will show up in the mail. So you can check that. We also have advertisements. So people will advertise for different job listings and all sorts of different stuff here in the advertisements. And it's just this bar at the bottom of the phone to go back. You also have your bank. So you can check your bank account here. Everybody's going to start out with $5 grand. Currently in January here, we are in pre-release. So currently, if you join, we will give you extra money to go ahead and join and test stuff out, get yourself kind of comfortable and situated. So you can actually left click this and it'll copy your bank details if you wanted to send it to somebody, if you want them to transfer you stuff. And over here is the transfer button. So you can click that, you can click the account, and you can click the money, or you can use your contacts, and we'll get to the contacts just in a little bit here. You also have the invoices tab, and this will show unpaid invoices that you need to pay still. Over here we have the crypto. So this is very similar to like a real life stock market. It's just a cryptocurrency that you can invest in. So right now the value is $1,007. So I'm actually going to go ahead and just buy one of them. So type in one. It's $1,007, and I'm going to agree. And we just bought 1 qubit. Now we can just check that value, and we'll just see if it changes at all. You can also transfer them to other people if you want to pay somebody in that. Over here we have the racing tab, and I will cover that also later or in a different video. We also have the housing tab, which I can cover probably in a different video. It's more catered toward housing. And we have services. So this is going to say who's online right now. And when a name shows here, you can actually give them a call. And so say, right when we first joined, we're going to want a taxi driver, right? So we're going to find anybody online for a taxi, give them a call, and request that they come pick us up and bring us over to the town hall so we can go ahead and get our first job. We also have a camera here. So you can just move that around, take a picture, or you can click the middle mouse button and it'll rotate it around for a selfie. Let's go ahead and take our first selfie right here in front of our apartment building. Say cheese. Left click. And we just took the picture. So now we go over to gallery. And there's our picture right there. We also have the phone. Contacts will show up here. You can also type out a phone number if you wanted. You can look at your recent call history. And again, the contacts are there. You can add a contact manually. Or if you just share details with someone, it'll actually present the option to add that contact. And I'll cover how to do that in a second. We also have WhatsApp, so you can actually text people. Again, this is going to be using your contacts. We also have the settings for the phone. So if you wanted to add like a custom background for your phone or anything like that, you could do that. And same deal with your avatar here. And you also have your phone number here, your phone serial, and the ability to call people anonymously, so it won't give your contact information. And we also have Twitter in-game. So just like anything else, you can go ahead and take a tweet. So let's just go ahead and do new to the city exclamation mark. And let's just go ahead and take another picture here. Cheese. So it automatically posts the link, and there's going to be our tweet, so we can go ahead and send that. And now we see our tweet there with Chad Smith. Again, we can do mentions and different hashtags. So let's go ahead and go back. Also, a good thing to note is that your ID shows here. So if anyone's asking you what your ID is, you can tell them that. Otherwise, you can also press home on your keyboard. You see that number 1 appear above me. That's going to appear above any players near you, and that's also going to be their ID. And also on the screen to the right here, we'll see how many people are on the server, and also if you can do specific criminal activities. Each of those activities requires a specific amount of police on the server and active. So be sure to check those before attempting to do any of those activities. Let's also go through a few different hotkeys that might be pretty helpful for you guys. So the first one is going to be holding down F1. This is going to be your main kind of interaction button. So you first can go to General. This is house interaction. I can cover this stuff once we cover buying a house and owning a house. We also have clothing. So you can kind of take off clothes, put clothes on. You can do extras. So if you want to take off your sunglasses because it's not very sunny anymore, or let's say you wanted to put them back on, you can go ahead and do that. And then we have citizen. You can give your contact details. This is kind of what I was talking about for the phone. So you can give that to somebody, and then they'll get your name, your number, and your bank account, so they can transfer to you. And then You also have get in trunk, so if a trunk is open, you can get into that trunk. This is for drug selling, and this is for hot dog selling. And then there's also interactions. You can put somebody in a vehicle, you can take somebody out of a vehicle, you can rob them, kidnap them, escort them, and you have to cuff them in order to escort or kidnap, I believe. Hostage does not work. We have a different system for hostage taking, which I can cover in a different video. And then we have F4. This is our main emote screen. So you can go ahead and do all sorts of different emotes here. Let's say you just wanted to go ahead and just kind of do like a relaxed stance if you're a cop. Got a couple different ones. Cop 2 is a pretty generic one for kind of if you're just sitting there waiting or listening to somebody talk. That brings us right into hands up. So if you press X, it's going to put your hands up, and it'll also cancel animations. So if a cop's telling you put your hands up, just press X there. That'll put your hands up. You can move with your hands up, but I wouldn't suggest it. That's how you get tased. There's also a whole lot of different chat commands, and I'm sure I'm not going to be able to cover all of them, but you see a lot of the suggested ones. So I could do /glasses, and this is the exact same as doing it through that F1 menu. Just take your glasses off. And you can do the same for basically any article of clothing, even gloves. If you're wearing gloves, you can take those gloves off. But a big one, if you have a car, you can give keys. You don't have to put an ID in. It'll just do the closest player. So just be careful of who you're giving your keys to. If you press tab, that's your inventory. And one thing I didn't cover earlier is you can actually give items to other players that are nearby. And you can also drop them. So if you drop them, you're just going to put this little backpack on the ground. And if you come up to that backpack, you can press tab. And you'll see that there's a bandage in that backpack. You can go ahead and pick that up. And the backpack will go away. One thing to note for pistols, once you run out of ammo, you do have to press R to reload a mag. There's a few different stance options. Zoom out a little bit. You can press control once. That'll get into kind of the normal GTA kind of like ready stance. Press it again, and that'll crouch down. You can press it one more time, and I'm not 100% sure exactly what this stance is supposed to be. And you can press it one more time, then it'll go back to normal. And another good thing to know, especially coming into the server, if you do /911, you can either do space and type out your message, it'll send it right to the police, or you can also do EMS and police reports, or send a message anonymously to the police as well. And those are all kind of pre-suggested for you to fill out. There's no taxi drivers online right now, so what we can do is just go ahead and find the city services building, which is right here. It's actually not too far, and we can just go ahead and run on over there. Alright, so what you got to do is head on inside. You don't have to get too far in the building. You're just gonna have to talk to this gentleman here, and to do that, hold left alt and make sure it turns blue over him, and then right click. Just keep holding left alt, and then you can left click there. Now you can let go of left alt. You can go to identity, you can get your driver's license, ID card. You spawn with these by default, but you don't start with a weapon license. Let's go ahead and buy one of those, 50 bucks. And then we can go ahead and go over to the employment tab and take a look at these different civilian jobs that are not whitelisted. So these we can just join immediately. And let's just go ahead and join the trucker job and apply. And then escape to get out of that menu. And we can head out of here. So I think what we'll do now is go ahead and go over to the vehicle shop, which is right down here. And once you arrive to the vehicle shop, you can head on inside. You can find any kind of vehicle that you like. So you're going to go do vehicle interaction, and this gives you the options to buy, finance, swap, and test drive. Obviously, I don't want to buy this, so let's go ahead and swap it. And you can jump between all these different vehicle types. Let's go ahead and look for some sedans. See if we can find anything with a decent price here. What is this? Okay, this is pretty decent. But now you can go ahead. Let's go ahead and give this a test drive. And now we got the keys for 30 seconds we see. So we can go ahead and give this a little test drive. While you're driving, be sure to buckle up. It's going to be B as in Bravo on your keyboard. Alright, and then just brings us right back when that timer's done. And I think this is going to be great, so let's go ahead and buy this. I don't want to straight up pay cash, so I'm going to finance that. And here you can do a maximum of 24 months, which is each day. So basically this is going to be 24 days of payments. And you need a minimum of 10%, so let's go ahead and do that. That's going to be $250, and we're going to submit that. And now we got our keys for the car. So now what I want to do, let's go ahead and go to the firearms store. Let's just go ahead and park right here. Don't forget to unbuckle. B is in Bravo. Head out. Head on into the gun store here. And again, hold left alt. Let that turn blue. Right click. Left click. And let's go ahead and see here. Got a whole lot of Glocks. Got some rifles. I think what I want to do is... let's see here. Maybe Glock 17, $500. Let's get that Glock 17. Let's get like 4 boxes of ammo. I think I want to get a pistol flashlight on that as well. And I'm just right clicking all of these to get it, by the way. Just right click. And I think that's about it. I don't really want to tint it. Just got to go over to the range here so I don't scare anybody by pulling it out. So what you're going to do is press tab, and that's your inventory. I'm just going to move some things around here. I don't want most of these in my quick access. You'll see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is your quick access menu. So we just put the pistol over there in 1. And what you can also do in this screen is Z. And you'll see at the bottom your quick access menu there. So we can go ahead and press 1. We'll take that Glock out. And currently with the system, you're going to make sure that gun is out and drag the pistol ammo over to use. And it's going to load up a mag. And if we go ahead and hover over that pistol, we'll see we have 12 rounds now. So we're going to just keep loading mags. Alright, so we loaded all those, and we see we have 48 rounds now. And we also bought this pistol flashlight, so let's go ahead and drag that over to use. And now we see we have a flashlight attached to our pistol. So we can press E and use it. Nice and bright. And we can go ahead and put that back in our pocket with a 1. And there we go. Now we're going to head over to the bank. I'm going to speak with the teller. And what you want to do is go ahead and go over to account options and order yourself a debit card. And set up a PIN number. Let's just go ahead and go 1, 2, 3, 4. Order the card. And now we got ourselves a debit card. Right there, MasterCard. So what you can do with that is basically at any ATM that you can find. You're gonna hold left alt there, use the ATM. Go ahead and use your MasterCard. Type in your PIN. And now you can withdraw, deposit, whatever you want to do. Just gonna go ahead and escape out of that, get our card back. So now we're gonna want to go ahead and stop and get some food. This is totally not where you're supposed to park, but gonna run in the market here, hold left alt,
You're telling me.
talk to the cashier, and again, just kind of the same as gun store, right click on a few things that you want to buy. Maybe another water, maybe a sandwich, maybe a bandage just in case we ever get hurt. And let's go ahead and buy a lottery ticket. Let's buy 2, just cause. So now what we can do, again, tab, if you drag, say, your grilled cheese over to use, I'm just gonna go ahead and munch on it, and you'll see at the bottom of the screen towards the left there, that food bar is gonna just disappear because now we filled it. And the same thing's gonna happen with the water bar. And let's go ahead and use those lottery tickets. We lost that one. And we lost that one. But the pot is now up to 1,140. If any of you guys do end up winning, feel free to let me know in the comments. I'd be very curious to see who wins this. Just keeps getting higher and higher. And just another quick note as well. To get gas, you're just going to want to come up to a gas station, pull up near the pump, unbuckle, hop out. Head on over to this refuel vehicles and press E. I'll start fueling up the vehicle, and now our tank's full, and now we're ready to head out again. And whenever you're done with your vehicle, you're gonna want to go into the garage here, and right up here, it's kind of hard to see because it's wintertime, but there's a little white arrow that I'm about to drive into right here. We press E, and that'll store our vehicle. I should go ahead and note too, take your car out. You're going to want to find the red arrow at every garage and press E, go to available vehicles, and click on that car. Also, when you're in a car, obviously you have H for headlights, that's in base game, you should already know that. G, as in golf, will turn your engine off, and you can turn it back on. The minus and equal sign are your turn signals. Then if you hold backspace for a few seconds, that'll kick on your 4-ways. It's interesting that there's no turn signals in the front of this vehicle. And then if you hold F1, you now have this option for vehicle, and you can do vehicle doors. This will open and close any of the doors that are in your vehicle. You can also go back and go to vehicle extras. This will toggle certain extras if your car has them. And then you can go to vehicle seats, and you can go ahead and go to, say, the left seat, or the passenger seat, or the rear right seat, or the driver's seat. It's also pretty important to know too, which I totally forgot to mention to you guys, when you're leaving your car, you should probably press the L button. That will lock your car, and then if someone tried to, say, steal your car, they won't be able to because it's locked. They can still break into your car and try to hotwire it, but it's going to take a lot longer than just if your car is unlocked. So never forget to lock your vehicle. If your car gets damaged, you can open up your phone and feel free to reach out to a mechanic, and they can go ahead and hook you up with a tow truck if you need it, or they'll set you up an appointment to go ahead and do service to your car. And this also includes modifications if you want, say, a turbo put in your car or anything like that. You can discuss with real estate agents if you're looking to buy a house, lawyers if you get arrested, police, and ambulance as well. Another little thing that you should know, if you go to the back of the car, press tab, it'll open up the trunk, so your vehicle does have a good amount of storage space in the back of it. And similar to that, if you go back inside the vehicle and press tab, you'll also see that you have a little bit of room in the glove box. So say you wanted to put a soda can and a sandwich in there for later. It's nice and cold outside, so you shouldn't have to worry about it going bad. Let's just go ahead and keep that in our pockets just because it's a little bit easier for us. And what you'll want to do is head on over back to your apartment, get up to the door, and this will pop up. Again, left alt to access this, and enter your apartment. You can head on over to this dish in the front here, and log out. I just wanted to say again, thank you guys so much for joining our server, and I can't wait to see you guys in the world. There will be more videos after this one, a little bit more in depth on very specific things and very specific jobs, so feel free to check those out as well. But again, warm welcome to the server, and I will catch you guys later.